getting a little bit back as to why these people buy different consoles, right? When it comes to Xbox, when it comes to PlayStation, or when it comes to even Nintendo, sometimes a lot of the features actually come into play a lot more than people would believe. And I think that's something that obviously attracts people to like the different consoles. And, you know, we always want these consoles to offer the absolute most that it could. So again, this is very much a very interesting topic, and I also feel like in general Microsoft is doing something that they've never done before and offering something that they've never done before, which is going to probably attract some players as well, because as we see, you know, all these companies get, well, at least Nintendo doesn't, but Sony and Microsoft both get the same multi-plat for the most part. So when it comes down to the exclusive stuff, I think we all know that's kind of a driving force right now. We see Microsoft is reinvested in that. Sony seems to have always been invested in that, so that's a really good thing. But this news today I thought was super interesting, and I wanted to do a video about it as soon as possible. So why don't we get into it, eh? It's going to be a good video. Hey there everyone, I'm the Crapgamer, and of course this is Crapgamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few changes around here, and hopefully that doesn't stop you from giving us a like, and maybe even possibly consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It means the world. And again, if you're looking for a way to help out my channel, like the video. That's all I ask, honestly. Seriously, I keep doing videos, just like the videos, and I'll keep making them. So thank you guys very, very much as we go forward. Now, Microsoft is doing a couple things that they've never done before, which is really going to help them in the long run. And to me, to be honest, the thing that's so impressive about this is it comes at a time when you can't really find an Xbox Series X or a PS5. Microsoft seems to have a lot of momentum, and then they come out with this, and I know that a lot of people are going to think that this is stupid or whatever, but honestly, having sale prices on the Xbox Series S, which are available, is going to help them even more in the long run, because somebody that has FOMO or they can't buy a Series X or a PS5 might just grab one because it's at a really impulse buy right now at a price that, you know, anybody can pretty much pick up. So if you've been in the market for a new game console since the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series consoles launched, well, they've been very hard to find. Right now, not only can you find an Xbox Series S in stock, but you can also save $20 on it for a limited time. While supplies last, you can get the Xbox Series S for $279.99. The Series S is in stock and on sale. It's the digital-only model, one of the latest game consoles from Microsoft. It can run all the same games as the Series X, but it also does it at a slightly lower resolution, making it a good choice for people who don't plan on upgrading to a 4K TV, or even if you do, you know, because it does do stuff in 1440p. You know, it's just really a nice little console for the price. It also lacks a disc drive, which means you can only play downloadable games on it. It's fine for many people, especially if you subscribe to Game Pass, which gets you access to the huge library of games. And again, a lot of people will bring up the memory situation, or excuse me, the hard drive situation, because it's so small. But you know, there's also a lot of people that have USB hard drives from the Xbox One era, and you can store games on there and switch them out pretty quick if you're really in the need to kind of save some money and things like that. But again, you know, it's just one of those things where they're kind of going on the attack, and I like the fact that they're going on the attack and saying, hey, not only are we, you know, bringing our best game out, you know, we've got some great games, you know, Forza, Halos, we're buying Activision, we're going to have Call of Duty, we're going to have all these great franchises and stuff, but you can also, we're the only game in town, we're the only console you can find. So yeah, it is nice to see that they're out there kind of doing that and getting the jump, and you know, for so early in the generation, it shows that they're competing, and I think that's what I wanted to see most of all. That's not the only thing. There's also a new update that actually is coming out. One of the best PS5 features is now on Xbox Series X, and all you really need to do is turn it on. So basically, this is something that you maybe don't even think about, but it's just something that is there, and now it's amazing to have it. So it may have taken 8 years, but one of the best PS5 features, which is inherited from the PS4, is now finally available on Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S consoles. Your TV speakers will now automatically mute whenever you connect a wired or wireless pair of headphones. However, this fancy new feature is actually turned off by default, which means that many of you might be blissfully unaware of its existence unless you're the sort of person who actually diligently follows each and every Xbox system update. If you've ever used a wired or wireless pair of headphones on the Series X, you probably used to picking up some remote controller and turning down your TV speakers. It's something that a lot of people have come accustomed to over the years because unlike the PS4 or PS5, which automatically mutes your TV whenever a headset is connected, Xbox One and its subsequent models never actually did this. In December of last year, an update dropped which added an option to mute TV audio whenever you connect them, and it's an absolute godsend. You just head into your settings, volume and audio input, additional options, and look for mute speaker audio when headset attached. Tick this box and you're good to go. It's been a very long time in coming. This seemingly simple feature was something actually requested back in 2021, so it's good to see that Microsoft has been able to add it, even if it has taken an inexplicably long time for it to be done. Look, Microsoft and Sony doing some great things. Obviously one kind of pulls off the other when it comes to being able to add new features and things like that. I think we all like new features. We all like seeing things on these consoles that, maybe the other console does best or the other console tends to do. This is what it all comes down to. These are what gamers get excited about. Features, games, this kind of stuff. It's tangible. It's definitely something that a lot of people are going to want to talk about. And again, this is something that I feel like a lot of people in general, like fans and gamers in general, are excited for, getting something like this. So it seems small, but if you don't have a next-gen console, boom, you can get one cheaper than ever. If you do, if you do have one, then hey, tell somebody about it. I think that that's something that realistically, makes a lot of sense. Go out there and let people know. Hey, you can pick up an Xbox for this or whatever, and that's the part that I really kind of get excited about when we see stuff like this. I love seeing, gamers in general be happy and excited and eager to play in the new generation of consoles, so that's what I am talking about, and from Microsoft to, especially, listen, let's go back to last year or whatever, right? One of the things that really kind of pissed me off, right? And I know people aren't going to like this or whatever, but one of the things that really pissed me off as an Xbox fan was the fact that Microsoft didn't want to seem to compete. And, that's really unfortunate. I honestly just think that obviously everybody just kind of unfortunately ended up not being happy or whatever. But, at the end of the day, I think that Microsoft is righting all those wrongs and they're just keeping everything so kind of one way. And that's really what I like, is their ability to say, hey, we messed up. We're going to go out and fix things and make things right for all the fans and stuff like that. And that is a super exciting prospect. I know for me personally that it's going to be, that it's going to be fantastic. So again, cool stuff. You can get stuff cheaper. New features on the Xbox thanks to an update. I'll link all these articles in the description below. You can check it out. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crapgamer 'em up, Crapgamer out.